Meditation technique. Meditation technique is to work with the mind. Mind itself is like a camera. It doesn't interfere. The problem maker is intellect. Intellect thinks, analyzes, and gets us involved. And mind with intellect makes the impure mind. So all the great masters says, quiet the mind, which means quiet the intellect. Our breath is connected with prana, and prana is connected with mind. And breath is part of us. So if you understand the breath is the key, you can regulate the breath, that regulates the prana and regulates the mind. If you saturate your breath, then your breathing becomes rhythmic, mind becomes quieter, and when mind becomes quieter, it goes inward into the source. And the source of the mind is consciousness. And consciousness has no boundaries. Consciousness has intelligence. There is no time or no space. It is all-knowing. It is universal mind. So when our mind is quiet, we go inward and we get connected with that universal ocean of wisdom. And that is called intuition. Intuition comes, mind settles down, all the imaginary problems disappear. So you don't need to fight resolving any problem. Just quiet the mind and problems will be resolved. The technique is breathing. We will do cleansing breathing, which is several ways. One is called Kapalbhati, where you breathe out constantly, and inhalation is passive, like other one technique is Bhastrika, where you breathe in and breathe out both forcefully, which is only lungs are involved and body doesn't move as much. But I invented simplified technique is breathe out through mouth, which is forceful, which is opening the mouth, breathing out thoroughly, close the mouth thoroughly and breathe through the nostrils. And do this continuously and it will make you dizzy because it will oxygenate you. Your lungs will be filled with oxygen, brain will be saturated with oxygen, your thinking will stop, or temporarily you feel slight dizziness. You stop when you feel dizziness and that you find quieter moment. Okay? So let's try for now. We use advanced technique if you can. If not, you can do other technique. You may feel dizziness in 10-15 rounds, but after you get used to it, you can do 100 or several hundred rounds and you won't feel dizziness because your system gets used to it. So right now, let's do another session. And then let go. You are saturated with prana. Your breathing gets quiet. Now what you do is observe the breath. Observe the breath as it comes in. Observe the breath as it goes out. You can visualize whatever is comfortable for you. You can visualize it coming from the universe, coming into nostrils, going into the heart center. Breathing out from heart center, going out through the throat, mouth, nostrils, and in the space. Or you can visualize energy coming in through all the pores of the skin, centering in the heart center, an outgoing breath. It spreads through entire body and goes out of the body into the space. In either case, if you do several minutes, here we will do short time, but you have to practice for say about 5 minutes. Either technique, travel with the breath or travel in and out in a very short time, mind will become quiet. Don't try to control, don't try to judge, simply observe. Observe and try to flow with it. You get involved into it, so your mind has no chance to think. Any thought comes to you, ignore it. Thoughts die away when we don't pay attention. And slowly you will find the process makes your breathing smooth, smoother, steadier, and rhythmic. Rhythmic mind is the key to meditation. When mind becomes rhythmic and quiet, it doesn't go outside. It gets introverted. It goes to the source. The source of mind and intellect is consciousness. And consciousness is nothing but awareness of I am. I am the subject that observes everything that is object. Thoughts come and go, whatever comes and goes, you ignore it, but you remain as a constant subject. You remain as a constant subject, you are the anchor. Even if a thought goes out or sensation goes out, again it comes back. Every time breath returns, you are returned to your source, which is consciousness or Atman. So practice that, and if you practice for say several minutes, you will feel your presence deep within the heart center, which is constant and filled with peace. The nature of self is Sat, Chit and Anand. Sat means eternal reality, Chit means consciousness, and Anand means bliss. You feel your presence that has no past, no future, no inside, no outside, just peaceful presence which is eternal. It is eternal, omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, everything is known. And its experience is Anand or bliss, because there is no mind, there is no pleasure or pain, gain or loss, honor or insult, profit or loss, friends or enemies, everything disappears. So that is the bliss. Experience of bliss is being totally empty and you are filled with peace. So experience that and stay there for a few moments. We will chant Om Shanti means peace. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om. Feel your nature is peace. Your nature is bliss. Your nature is consciousness. Your nature is perfection. Stay at that center, and you are in the position of a master. You can observe, being at the center, any event of the past, any incident that disturbs you. You see the event like a film without being involved, without judging it, and those events will disappear. Those are the sanskaras those are removed. Jai Bhagwan.